Hi there, my darling Pisces. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of January the 19th, 2026. Now, I am sorry, my darling Pisces, that there was no readings last week. I needed to take a week off to rest, relax, recover, and recharge. And now I've done that. Let us jump right in to your reading. We're going to start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Pisces, what messages does Pisces need to know for this week of January the 19th, 2026? What messages does Pisces need to know for this week? First quarter moon in Leo, be humble. So, my darling Pisces, you're just being encouraged to be a bit humble this week. So whatever that means to you and however that manifests for you, be humble. So maybe, don't shout from the rooftops how much money you've made and, your big achievements and things like that. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that because, you can be proud of what you've done, but just do it with a bit of humility, my darling Pisces. That is all this energy is telling you, but let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Pisces. What messages does Pisces need to know for this week of was it the 19th? No, what week I'm doing? The 19th of January, 2026. All right, what have we got for you, my darling Pisces? 4 of Swords, the Hanged One, and the 2 of Cups. Okay. All right, my darling Pisces. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the 4 of Swords. And look, if you're anything like me, especially last week, I just needed to rest, relax, recover. I needed a week off to not do anything that felt like work, I suppose. And, as much as I love doing these readings, it is still work, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to, put out the videos, 12 videos every week, write descriptions, do titles and, thumbnails and all that. Everyone thinks, oh, it's very easy, but it is really time consuming to edit these videos. There's 12 of them, and not to mention shooting them as it is. I mean, this is like 2.5 hours out of work every week when I work full time. And so I just needed, when I had a break from work, my full-time job, that I just needed to take this time out for myself as well and not do these. I love doing them, don't get me wrong, but it's still work. So I needed a complete break, and I loved it, I have to say. I really feel like I've recharged, and the 4 of Swords has come up for you, my darling Pisces, because you need to do the same. If you can, find some time to rest, relax, recover, recharge, whatever is going on in your life at the moment. It is still a busy time. I don't know about where you are, but where I am, it's summer here and it's busy. It's holiday time here. And so there's a lot going on. A lot of people are still on holidays, and, so it's that time where, and things are busy because we have had a break over Christmas, and then you go back to work and everything's just full on. Everything needs to be done. So, my darling Pisces, you are being encouraged here just to take some time out to rest, relax, recover. And then you've got the Hanged One. So this goes hand in hand with the Four of Swords here, because you are being encouraged here to, gather your resources. You can see she's hanging from this tree of knowledge here, but she's gained enlightenment here as well. So, this could be encouraging you to just take a little bit of time while you're resting, relaxing, recovering, to gather your resources, to gather, what it is you need to then be able to move forward, maybe in the next week or so with gusto, with conviction, with drive, determination, motivation, my darling Pisces. I feel this is a week for you just to slow down. Pause is what I feel. I feel that this week for you, you need to pause, is the word that popped into my head. And with that Be Humble card, that goes, I feel, hand in hand with that. To pause, be humble, just sit in your own magnificence here. Recognize that you have everything you need. And when it's time, when you feel is time, when you feel that you have gathered everything that you need, you will get off this tree and push forward. Don't stay stuck here too long, my darling Pisces. But I do feel this week you are being encouraged just to chill, is the word. Because then you've got the Two of Cups here as well. So this may have to do with a relationship. Maybe there is a relationship. I mean, the Two of Cups is a soulmate type of energy. And maybe there is a relationship that needs to take a pause. There's nothing wrong with slowing down, taking a pause in a relationship, just each one of you doing your own thing. You're not breaking up, or you're not, taking a pause from taking a break from each other. You're just taking a pause to gather, to gather your resources, gather momentum. Sometimes, what do they say? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. There may be that this relationship that you have, it's been so full on, so quickly. It's been, you haven't left each other's side. And not that you want to, but maybe you need to, my darling Pisces. So take that how it resonates. It's going to be different for everyone. If this isn't a relationship, then this is you and your higher self. That's all it is. It is just you gathering your own resources, going within, talking to your higher self, getting the downloads that you need, having this pause this week to be able to move forward into the future, my darling Pisces. So take it how it resonates. If it's not a relationship that's taking a pause, it's just you and your higher self, and you gathering momentum, gathering the resources. So when you have, recharged and, rested, relaxed, recovered, then you'll be able to charge forward with, with whatever it is that you're wanting to do, my darling Pisces. But yeah, I feel, as I said, I've probably already put it all together, but I do feel that this is a pause week for you. I feel you just need to take that time to rest, relax, recover. If this is a relationship, communicate with the person and tell them that you're not taking a break from them. You just need to gather your resources, that you need to rest, relax, recover, that you need time to yourself. You don't need, you can say it in a humbling way, that you don't make out that you need a break from them. Choose your words carefully when you say this, my darling Pisces. And like I said, if this is just you and your higher self, then take the time to gather your resources, gain enlightenment, rest, relax, recover, be humble, so you can move forward within the next few weeks with gusto, because I feel you'll need that. Charge ahead. Be ready to charge ahead, my darling Pisces, because I feel that energy is building for you. I love this. What a beautiful reading. Beautiful reading for you to just rest, relax, recover, my darling Pisces. So take the chance. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. Like, I would love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. Please watch my videos all the way through. I need to get that watch time up to be able to monetize this channel. If I can't monetize this channel, we need to have that exchange of energy. I'm putting this out, I need to get something back, and I'm at the moment not. So, if you could please help me out with that so I can keep this channel going, that would be great. All right, let me get final messages for you, my darling Pisces. Yeah, the situation will improve, totally. You can already see that. No need to worry, absolutely not. You can take time out, and you can take a week off, just like I did. I took a week off without anything happening. It's just I took it for me, so you take it for you. Yeah, listen to your intuition, they say. If your intuition is telling you to take some time out, take some time out, my darling Pisces. A year from now, they say, there's something better. Yeah, and I mean that as in, something better, as in, don't freak out because I've said a year from now. This just means in a year from now, you're going to look back on this and go, yeah, I'm glad I took that small week off to myself. I'm glad I took that time because I realized you found while you were in that holding pattern, while you were waiting, that there was something better and a new direction that you wanted to go in, and it allowed you to be able to move forward. I love this for you. Be humble, my darling Pisces, and take the time. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.